Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy. Today I'm going to be talking about the Atkins diet. It's a low-carb, high-fat, high-protein diet where you can eat as much protein, as much fat as you want. The reason a diet like this works and you'll lose weight is because when you eat primarily proteins and fats, they actually trick your brain into believing you're full or that you have enough nutrients, even when you might not be full or you might not have gotten the proper vitamins or minerals that your body needs. So you actually end up restricting your calories. The Atkins diet is manipulative because it says you can eat as much as you want of these food groups, but you're actually simultaneously restricting your calories, even though they're like, it's not restrictive, because you actually feel full, so you stop eating when you probably should get some more calories in. Like any good fad diet, the Atkins diet is divided up into 4 phases. The first phase is the induction phase. Basically, for 2 weeks, you eat less than 20 grams of carbs, and you focus on a high-fat, high-protein, very low carbohydrate vegetable diet for 2 weeks. Now, here's my problem with this. Carbs give you energy. Carbs make your brain work. Carbs are good for your heart. There are more and more studies showing that carbs actually prevent weight gain and promote weight loss. Natural carbs are higher in dietary fiber and other micronutrients that really help your body function properly, help you, clean out the systems properly, just all around keep your body working. Carbs actually aid in quicker recovery time from working out. So why follow a diet that restricts the macronutrient that does all that? Why are we restricting carbs when you should be restricting or eating fewer of the actual macronutrient that makes you fat, which is fat itself? Moving on to phase 2, called the balancing phase. This is where you reintroduce foods such as nuts, low-carb vegetables, and very, very few amounts of fruit. You reintroduce those back into your diet. The issue I have with this phase is when you cut out one macronutrient for a week or longer, your body actually becomes accustomed to not having that nutrient in your body anymore. So when you reintroduce it, even small amounts, your body doesn't know what to do with it. You actually shock your system. And so it either rejects it or it just doesn't process it because it doesn't know what to do with it. It actually slows down your digestion when you cut out a macronutrient and then all of a sudden bring it back in. Take fiber, for example. When you're eating the Atkins diet, which is high in fats and proteins, i.e. animal proteins, because let's face it, that's what this diet is promoting, is animal products. When your diet is high in fats and proteins from animals, you are getting no fiber. Those animal byproducts and animal meats are 100% lacking in fiber. Your body isn't getting that micronutrient, which you can really only get from plants. When you cut out a lot of fiber, your body is not going to process food very well, and you're going to find that you're constipated more often than not. When you start to eat fruits and vegetables again, and very little, your body's still not getting enough fiber to process all that fatty, meaty buildup that is contaminating your insides, and there's not enough space in your stomach and your intestines for the fiber to do its job, to be absorbed, because you're lined with fat. Moving on to phase 3, this is the fine-tuning phase. As you get closer to your goal weight, you gradually introduce more and more carbs. And same idea, as you bring in more carbs, even if it's gradual, you're still shocking your system. Your system is like, I don't know what to do with these. And so it's gonna react poorly. The final phase, or phase 4, is maintenance. So once you've reached your goal weight, you can have as many healthy carbs as you want. You're going to gain back all the weight you lost, because the more and more carbs you eat, the less and less restricting you're going to be. So you're going to just put on the weight again. So when you were on the diet, there was restriction, and your body learns to run off of so few calories. All of a sudden, you're eating a healthy amount of calories again, but because it had been running on basically empty, it was storing fat and it was storing nutrients for later. So when you eat more calories on top of it, you have extra stored and then extra calories, and that's where the weight gain comes from. It's that extra stored fat and energy that your body has been holding on to, because it was basically in starvation mode. It was in survival mode. It was just trying to survive. So that's why it stores the fat that you were eating so much of on the diet, and that's where the weight gain after the diet comes from. So what does the Atkins diet really promote food-wise? What are you allowed to eat while on this diet? Meat, fatty fish, and seafood. This equals fat. You're allowed to eat eggs, which is fat. Low-carb vegetables, good, but that's not enough in my book. Fully fat dairy, that's just fat. Nuts and seeds, guess what? They might be a plant, they're still fat. Healthy fats, it's in the name, it's fat. Fat that you eat becomes the fat that you wear. It's as simple as that. You are what you eat. You eat fat, you're going to be fat. So why is this diet 50% fat and it's claiming it's going to make you lose fat? Fat makes you fat. That's why it's called fat. I absolutely am against Atkins. People see results, and that's why they suggest it, or they see people getting results so they want to try it. But really think about what you are putting into your body. Where are these foods coming from? What are their nutrient makeup? What is it? And always remember, carbs don't make you fat. If carbs made you fat, we would call it fat. It's the fat in foods that attach to our body and become the fat on our body. The Atkins diet just promotes, in the long run, fat and weight gain. Anyway, as always, I'm Raven. Again, a big thank you to anyone who clicked on the video. I know these aren't the most glamorous videos out there, but thank you so much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.